Looking at Denver, I'm sure starting the season at home would be their preference because these fans are not going to make it easy on them tonight. But their focus is still going to be on walking out of that building 1-0. And another NBA season about to start. Shaq, we've talked about it. You can feel, I don't know, an air of excitement that's a little different than in years past.
There's a number of talented teams all wanting that ring. I've said this before. Kenny has said it many times.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. A battle in the Western Conference, this Houston crowd hoping to watch their Rockets come out on top and going against Denver, their first game of the NBA's regular season. Last year was a lopsided affair as they were able to take all 4 games in the series, earning the sweep.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots.
Guys, they deserve a lot of credit for not losing focus and letting one slip away. They came to play every time, and I expect that'll be the case tonight.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Fareed and Nurkic in the middle. Boutier out there with Foy, and it's Chandler in at the small forward.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they led it or kept some of those big names.
Now here's Love, and off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Fast break, here we go. Here's Boutier. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that, and Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Now, here is Foy, following the miss by Kevin Love.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Ariza dishes to Harden. It's a pick by Love. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lawson. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Boutier kicks to Fareed. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. A wide open look for Love. Again, Love missing.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Screen by Nurkic. Boutier with the ball. And stolen by Ariza. Lawson outside. He kicks it to Love. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Drills the three-pointer. Harden's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Now perhaps one of the most intriguing draft picks of this past summer, Emmanuel Mudiay, can be a game-changing player. Was going to play, Clark, as you recall, at SMU for Larry Brown.
He sure was, and went overseas instead, so we don't know a ton about him other than his reputation is sterling. Now we'll see if he can live up to it.
Now here's Love. Ariza passes to Harden. Love with the screen for Harden. Back to Ariza to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Love kicks to Harden. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Nuggets leading by 3. Again, Doris Burke spoke with Mike Malone. Doris?
Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Here is Harden. After the Nuggets pick up 2. It's a pick by Love. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Harden's got 5 now.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
On the wing, Chandler. The feed to Nurkic. Here's Moutier. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Rockets trail by 3. Lawson kicks to Capella. Ariza dishes to Harden. Over to the left wing. Houston moving the ball around. That's good from Ariza on the assist by Lawson. Ariza's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Now here's Moutier, guarded closer. Unloads. James Harden with the rebound.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Now here's Lawson. Back to Ariza. Deflects the pass. Chandler with the steal. Here's Moutier. The Rockets pull it in. The shot's good from Fareed. Fareed's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Now, here is Harden. 5 points in the game. Love the pass to Ariza. That falls. Great assist by Love. And it's 6 points for Trevor Ariza.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Chandler. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
You know, when I think of Wilson Chandler, what comes to mind is supreme athleticism. He can throw it down with the best of them, yet he's still working on the other areas of his game to be more well-rounded.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Capella. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Denver. Lawson kicks to Mozgov. Love, a good look. And misses it off the right side of the rim. You know, back to Wilson Chandler, he's somewhat of a wild card. One of the few guys to go overseas. Remember, Greg, during that NBA lockout in 2011, he signed to play for China and didn't negotiate an out clause when he signed.
Yeah, and truth is, Chandler's one of those guys who can give you some solid minutes, but you hope at some point that he gets serious and commits to reaching his full potential.
Now here's Lawson, following the miss by Emmanuel Moutier. Lawson, blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Lawson's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now here's Chandler. Boy from long range. Knocks it loose and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And here's a look at the stats for Fareed. A very nice season for him last year. 15th in field goal percentage. And he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And as you said, one of the more efficient scorers in the league last year. He showed great shot selection, and more often than not, sent it home.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Houston. The Nuggets also changing it up. Gallinari, he's checked in for Chandler. Barton comes in for Randy Ford. And Nelson is subbed in for Moutier. Now, here is Harden. He has 5. And not going to let him get that easy dunk. Defense stopping the easy 2, but a foul called and a trip to the free throw line instead. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
The Rockets making a switch here. Brewers checked in, and Denver also making a switch. Dorsey's checked in. Houston's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Picked by Mozgov. Harden outside. He dishes it to Mozgov. Got a piece of it. Houston needs to get a shot. Another shot. Got a hand on it. Nuggets have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Dishes to Gallinari. A three-pointer off the mark. Rockets have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Now here's Beverly looking for his first basket still in this one. It's Harden with the drive. Love dishes to Harden. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by Harden. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Nelson, no luck.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Now, here is Harden following the shot by Jameer Nelson. Harden against Nelson. Mozgov kicks to Beverly. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. The Nuggets trail. So here's Gallinari. Lets a floater go, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mozgov. Houston making some changes. Motiejunas is checked in for Love. And it's Thornton in for James Harden. Dixon a screen. Gallinari wide open. Cans it from downtown. Gallinari's got 5.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Beverly. Pass to Thornton. He feeds it to Brewer. Back to Thornton. To the wing on the left. Here's Beverly. Back to Thornton. Picked by Mozgov. Motiejunas a screen on Gallinari. On the wing, Brewer. Gallinari covering. Tries again. It's deflected. Here's Nelson. Here's Barton. Can't hit. The Rockets go the other way with it. Thornton with it. And it's Nelson picking him up. And Brewer gets to Motiejunas. Motiejunas a screen on Nelson. Beverly the pass to Brewer. Nelson against Beverly. Mozgov dishes to Beverly. Here's Brewer. It's good from long range. Brewer's got himself on the board with 3 there. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Stolen by Beverly. An easy 2 points on the layup. And it's a 4-point Houston lead.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Passes it to Mozgov. Got it up. And that's not going to go. And Rockets head coach Kevin McHale talked about the offensive force that is his James Harden. zigging and zagging and juking and jaking to boot, man, with Harden's speed, Clark. It must seem like he's running downhill while you try to guard him.
Yeah, it does seem that way. He plays downhill for sure. I mean, he's relentless, Kevin. Kind of like gravity in a sense. Ever present.
Yeah. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
So on the floor for Denver. Filling out the wings, it's Foy and Gallinari. Wilson Chandler out there with Kenneth Faried. And it's Moutier in at the point. Now here's Moutier. And it's blocked. And it's the Rockets on the break. Orton's got the ball. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. You know, Clark, the one thing you can say about Ty Lawson is his awareness around the floor. He's just ubiquitous, and his court vision is incredible.
Excellent peripheral vision. He averaged almost 10 assists a game last season. That's the best year of his career thus far.
James Harden, he's checked in for Marcus Thornton. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Now here's Chandler. Faried, a screen on Ariza. Chandler kicks to Nurkic. There's Foy with the three. No good. That's miss number 2 against 3 makes from the field. Here's Harden on the wing. The dish now to Capella. And some nice passing there by Houston. Harden's shot is off.
And for Ty Lawson, playmaking isn't a concern. He's got that. His shooting accuracy, though, seems to drop every year. In fact, the last 2 years have been the worst of his career.
Rockets leading by 4. Ariza outside. Kicks it to Harden. Feeds it to Capella. Ariza outside. Capella, the pass to Harden. Another miss by Houston.
Yeah, you know, going back to Lawson's declining shooting percentage, really no apparent reason for it. Last year he launched the fewest threes in his past 4 seasons, but he still couldn't find the rhythm, and it really hurt his team down the stretch.
Now here's Faried. 6 points for him. Randy Foy is on the way. They need this one, and he lays it up and in. Foy's got 8 points.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Now Russell. He's got 6. Capella kicks to Ariza. Pass to Harden. Back to Ariza. Moutier with the rebound.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
The Rockets have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drive. Ariza against Chandler. Chandler with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Drops in the breakaway layup. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
Love check in for Houston.
Та команда мертва.
Love with the
Опять
screen
за
for
это
Harden.
начинаю.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Для любимого игрока играю. Вот за этого 13-го. Все получится.
Yeah, I think that's his greatest attribute. His ball handling's good, but it's his strength. He's able to run through contact.
Готовься, завтра будет жесткая игра против самых сильных.
And Harden able to get wherever he wants on the court. I mean, he can muscle you, but he's also got that Euro step and all those moves that just leave you in a dizzy.
Houston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And here's Moutier. Rebound, Love.
You know, Hardy, you think about how elusive he is, but at the same time, he's a guy that seeks contact. I mean, he'll entice a defender to try and reach in, and a master salesman when it comes to getting those reps to blow the whistle.
And here are the Rockets now, following the miss by Emmanuel Moutier. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Ariza. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Capella dishes to Love. Lawson outside.
После Стефа завтра будем играть. Против, вернее.
Harden outside.
Пускать его будем по жесткому.
Here's Love. Rebound by Nurkic.
Наверное.
Nurkic has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Moutier kicks to Nurkic. Fareed down low. Lawson defending. And Fareed the bucket on the assist by 4.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And the dunk by Love.
Видал, что творят пацаны, блядь.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Moutier with the basket.
Чуть не
That makes it
защищается,
10 of their
правда,
last
это
12
нормально.
points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Now here's Harden.
Это мы что, кстати, в субботу играем, этот склад кап.
There's the pass to Capella. Ariza outside. And some nice passing there by Houston. Love the pass to Capella. Lawson from outside. Denver grabs the miss. Fareed's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Moutier kicks to Fareed. Randy Foye is on the way. Fareed, a screen on Harden. Off the screen. It's rebounded by Houston.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Wallace with it, now guarded by Fareed. Ariza goes in, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. That one on Chandler. Well, and guys, before last season,
Так мы играли вот этот без стройки, который 9, по-моему, был.
And you know, they wanted to re-sign Chandler Parsons, Kevin, but with his departure,
А что тот чувак, который с нами играл, не будет больше?
Terrific wing defender, and he's a nice spot-up shooter as well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Mozgov, he's checked in for Capella. Brewer comes in for James Harden. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Ty Lawson.
Я не знаю, как его там заменили.
For Houston, they've
Он
gone
не
just 2 of
стилился, он
8 shooting here in
скидывался.
the second quarter.
And you know, you compare their games. Ariza a bit more limited maybe offensively than Parsons, a few years older, but he's also a better defender and also better at playing without the basketball. Remember, you got 5 guys out there, only 1 ball. Sometimes your chemistry can improve when a guy doesn't need the basketball to be effective.
Clark, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Now, here is Gallinari. 5 points in the game. It's good, and he drew
Блять, вот
contact
как
on
он
the
забил
shot, so
сейчас.
he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
And you know, for the Rockets,
Нахрен
a
ему
nice
эта дота
pairing
поганая.
with James
Мертвая
Harden
игра.
and Trevor Ariza. Ariza, a spot-up shooter and defender, while Harden arguably the premier offensive creator in the league. I mean, they really complement each other well.
Houston making a switch here. Thornton's checked in. Here's Beverly. Got a hand on it. Nelson with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Takes it from 10, and that one's good. Barton.
Бля, ну я в шоке.
And the Nuggets lead by 4. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far. Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
And stolen by Love. Beverly against Nelson. Now here's Beverly.
Каким этим челом? Тут много челов.
Inside, tries to keep it alive. Gallinari with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. No luck. And it's Houston the other way.
Меня не смущает, что тут 10 человек бегает.
Here's Thornton.
Ну как человек, почти человек.
He dishes it to Brewer. With the floater.
Ну вот как, блядь, он, вот как он не забил сейчас? А, еще и не наш мяч. Пиздец. Номер 0. А, Кевин Лав.
Rockets trail by 4. And Beverly kicks to Love. Bangs home the trifecta.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Denver's got nothing but zeros from long
range. Белый, что за российские высказывания, блядь? Понятно, Мазик, но все с тобой.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
Да не, оставь, пусть живет. Мазик, он стабильный. В отличие от тебя.
Hickson a screen. Here's Gallinari. It's blocked. And they get it back. Hickson with the bucket.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint.
Банить может этого, какого, Жарика, блядь. Только пришел, нахрен сразу его забанил профилактически.
Didn't really try to hide it last season either.
Well, you know, it certainly looked that way. Right around March, they just started sitting key players for no real reason. They framed it as rest, but it didn't quite look that way.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the
Просто
game.
Жарик сразу только, понимаешь, подумал сообщение написать сразу. Опа, на 10 минут улетел, блядь. Чтобы не...
Now, here is Gallinari, covered by Brewer. Gallinari dishes to Hickson. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
Now, here's Beverly. .1:15 left in the first half.
Ну, это пиздец. Нет, сука, бесит, блядь.
I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Now Beverly. Outside for Thornton. Shot clock at 5. A baseline J. Martin with the rebound. Martin's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Mozgov's got his 4th rebound in this one.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. With some Gatorade, that's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
James Harden, he's checked in for Marcus Thornton. Harden the pass to Beverly. Now, here's Brewer. Not a lot of room. Harden, no good.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And the block shot turns into a shooting
Надо как
foul.
ластовую
So the
карточку
defensive
все
effort
отыграть
there a bit
завтра,
too
и
much.
будет топ.
As the officials will send him to the line, and he'll shoot some free throws. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 at the line here.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Here's Brewer. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And that could...
Yes, guys, I've got Jameer.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The biggest lead for them. Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again.
And now the third quarter about to get going.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Foy. He's got 10 points and 1 steal as well. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
And it's hard to say which has influenced the game more, really, his offense or his D. I mean, take your pick.
Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then it's Lawson. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And so here is Houston. Denver getting their last shot to go. Guys, I'm not sure there's a better star player who's a better fit for his team's philosophy than James Harden. He reflects the Rocket system perfectly.
I don't think you're wrong on that, Kevin. I mean, the Rockets, an analytically minded team. They love layups, free throws, and threes. Harden can get all of those done.
And Harden, either intentionally or not, is really the poster child for a new era of analytics that's starting to drive basketball. I mean, he generates a lot of points, but most importantly, he does it with tremendous efficiency, in part because he lives at the free throw line.
Now here's Harden. Following the miss by Kenneth Faried. Love kicks to Capella. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got 3 assists now in this one.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D. And, you know, for the Rockets, acquiring James Harden might be the trade of the decade. You look at what they gave up, and it's hard to argue that they didn't win that transaction in a big way. Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Harden. 8 points for him. Wide open look. And good. Got the friendly bounce on the right side of the rim. And that's 12 points for Love. The Nuggets leading by 6. Moutier kicks to Faried. There's the pick. To the wing right side. Faried, a screen on Lawson. Moutier, no good.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's Harden. It's a pick by Love. It's Harden with the drive. Dishes it to Love. 17-foot shot on the way. Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Over in the corner, Chandler out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. The Rockets 4th.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
It's a pick by Love. It's Harden with the drive. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Бля, я не понимаю, как вот он не попал, и мне загадка.
That be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Pass to Faried. The 11-footer. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here. And, you know, guys, a high-energy post player like Kenneth Faried excels at doing the dirty work. As a matter of fact, he's nicknamed the Manimal for good reason. Very few players in the league possess this combination of energy and aggressive.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Love outside. He feeds it to Ariza. Houston moving it around. It's Harden with the drive, and the shot is good. Harden's got 10.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Chandler, 13 feet away. And that one comes up a bit short.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
And Lawson, here we go. Capella kicks to Ariza. Here's Harden. And good on the basket. Booking. And now it's only a 5-point Nugget lead.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Fareed outside. Screen by Nurkic. Passes it to Foy. Knocked loose. Lock at 6. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. And here's Moutier. The shot by Chandler, wide open. Chandler with another miss. Lawson outside. Harden outside. It's Ariza on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night. Denver in the lead. And Foy kicks to Fareed. Knocks it loose. They double him with Love. Here's Moutier. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Moutier's got 6. Rockets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Harden outside. It's Ariza on the wing. Foul the dish to Capella. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And it's blocked. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Chandler outside. Kicks to Moutier. Fareed against Love. Left side Chandler. Just 5 to shoot. All alone. And he hits the jump shot. Chandler's got 6. Rockets trail by 6. Harden outside. To the paint. Here's Capella. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Houston. And Denver also making a switch. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Foy from long range. There's the bucket. Good. Foy's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turns out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
They set the screen and finished off by Fareed.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Now, here's Moutier. 6 points for him. Feeds it to Fareed. Pass to Moutier. Just 4 to shoot. And that one hits back iron.
And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
And a wide open look for Thornton. No good on the 3.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front. And with the Rockets last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year in spite of all the injuries.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Hickson.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Houston. Patrick Beverley comes in for Ty Lawson. And a switcher also for Denver. Gallinari's checked in. Now, here's Thornton, covered by Foy. Love kicks to Beverley. The pass to Mozgov. There's the feed to Thornton. The 3. The Rockets with another miss.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got 6 rebounds in the game.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
He kicks to Love to stop the drought. No good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Rockets trail by 9. Back to Beverley. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Beverley's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. For Denver, they've gone 8 of 16 in the 3rd quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Randy Foy is on the way. The pass to Fareed. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, Kenneth Fareed was named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team 4 years ago. Took the league by storm with his energy and hustle. Looked like the sky was the limit for him, but every year since then, his numbers have looked very similar.
Getting back to Fareed, the numbers through last season tell a very interesting story. His field goal percentage has gone down every year, while his free throw percentage has gone up every year.
Yeah, his rebounds, assists, steals, block numbers have all stayed relatively flat. You know, he's making a positive contribution, but maybe not at the level of that contract extension he signed back in 14.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Joey Dorsey's checked in for Denver. Eunice dishes to Brewer. Here's Ariza. The Rockets with another miss. The Nuggets leading by 7. Nelson left side. He dishes it to Gallinari. 1:44 left to play in the 3rd. Back to Nelson. Here's Dorsey. Mozgov with the block. Nelson against Beverley. Eunice has the open look. And the 3 off target. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Hickson with the ball. We've got 1:08 left here in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Beverley. And it's Ariza in the corner. Eunice passes to Brewer. stripped it away.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Rockets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. Denver with a tough year last season. A lot of losses for them on the road as they would go, what, Clark, only 11-30 away from the Mile High City.
Yeah, and Kevin, they ended the season on a 5-game road losing streak as well. I mean, they had mostly given up at that point as they had tried to develop young players, and it just kind of blew up on them down the stretch.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So here's Gallinari. 10 points for him. And Nelson gets it to go.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Harden outside. No good on that last second attempt there. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Nuggets ahead as they end the 3rd quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with Wilson Chandler out there with Gallinari. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Nelson. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Nelson kicks to Chandler. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. And that's now 8 points for Wilson Chandler.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Lawson dishes to Moniunas. It's Harden with the drive. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Capella, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Here's Nurkic, and Capella sends it back. Gallinari, the open look. Gets an open look and hits. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
It's Harden with the drive. Down low. It's tipped. 5 to shoot. From deep. Gallinari with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 12. Barton kicks to Nelson. This one for 3. Here's Nurkic, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
Boy, you can get a lot of momentum, Greg, getting a timely offensive rebound, and they've had more than their share.
Now, here is Harden. Dishes to Lawson. Moniunas kicks to Harden. There's a screen. Here's Barton. Brewer grabs the board.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
The shot's good from Lawson.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Denver calls timeout. And something not a lot of people talk about, Ty Laws's defense. He has the lateral quickness, Clark, and strong lower body that gives, you know, point guards fits.
Yeah, he's like a fire hydrant in terms of his build and strength. He's a good ball defender, but he gambles sometimes, so that can cut both ways. He'll get steals, but he'll also put you in tough positions defensively.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. His message, I don't want us patting ourselves on the back just yet. We can congratulate ourselves after the final horn. Right now, we need to go out there and take this one home. Guys?
In talking about Lawson's defense, he was down in steals last season. But a part of that is because he stopped gambling as much. He's learned where to pick his spots.
Foy cans the shot from the wing. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers club on that pump fake.
Now Harden. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. There's the screen. And that one's good.
Getting back to Ty Lawson, he's under 6 feet without shoes, relatively short wingspan as well, yet he's always had to deal with size limitations on defense, but he uses phenomenal anticipation and speed to win more than his share of battles at that end of the floor.
Harden outside. Love outside. Pass to Ariza. Back to Lawson. There's the three. Denver grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Lawson kicks to Harden. Love outside. A 3-ball. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Love's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Rockets. And here's Moutier. Chandler with a screen for Moutier. He feeds it to Ford. The shot. And another miss by Denver. Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Lawson kicks to Ariza. On the wing, Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 11 in the second half.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Now here's Moutier. Chandler outside. To stop the drought. Here's Fareed. And Capella sends it back. And it's time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. Head athletic trainer for the Rockets provided some information for us. It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury. That's a bitter pill for them to swallow at such an early stage of the season. It really changes the look of this entire team, guys.
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best, as always.
Man, he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it, and better than ever.
Greg, I sure hope you're right. I mean, there are just so many uncertainties when it comes to dealing with injuries, though. Let's hope for the best.
Here is Harden. Wilson Chandler making his last shot. There's a good screen. It's Harden with the drive.
Ну пизда, блядь.
A shot by Foy. Foy's got 4 points this quarter.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now here's Harden, and it's Ariza in the corner. Back to Harden. Love with the screen for Harden. Pass to Love. Harden trying to get open. Love, no good.
Oh, no.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games. Well, that's certainly not who I expected to corral that rebound. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Now here's Harden. Love with the screen for Harden. To the middle. Outside for Lawson. There's the dish to Ariza. Off the left rim and out. The Nuggets leading by 12. That's good from Moutier on the assist by Foy. Foy's got his third assist on the night.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Now Foy, following the miss by Ty Lawson from deep. But they get it back.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball. And what a game for Fareed. 8 rebounds and 1 assist.
That free throw good from Kenneth Fareed.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
The Rockets making a switch here. Beverly's checked in.
Yeah, the Rockets were able to make it to the second spot in the West at the very end of the season. Actually came down to the last day. They could have ended as low as 6th going into the final games.
Harden. That one a little long.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
Now here's Chandler. Ariza brings the double. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Last season for the Rockets, they finished as the #2 team in the West to the Golden State Warriors. But, you know, they had to battle the whole way through.
Yeah, in part because of injuries. I mean, the Rockets did well to come in second in the West, but it was because they took care of the so-called easy games. 33 wins in the conference, but a record of 12-16 against the other playoff teams out West.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Capella. And Beverly kicks to Mozgov. Will it go? Rebound by the Nuggets. Nurkic has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Kicks it to Moutier. Cans the shot from the wing. Moutier's got 4 points in the quarter.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
It's Harden with the drive. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, the Nuggets could create their offense, but they still would have trouble knocking down the shots. Just didn't have a lot of dead-eye laser shooters. Every field goal attempt with them was an adventure.
Nuggets did have their problems on the offensive end, too, something that's rare for them, hitting the open shot in the mid-range shot and beyond being one of them.
You know, Kevin, how about being last in the league in catch-and-shoot field goal percentage? I mean, got a good amount of looks that way, but really struggled shooting only 34% in those situations.
Now here's Ariza. It's Harden with the drive. And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverly, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
Moutier kicks to Fareed. 1:07 left here in the fourth quarter. No luck.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Nuggets.
I agree, Steve, and this is a game where Defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for him too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And if you had to pick one player, guys, who would take over, few would have picked his name. But tonight was the night for Foy. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
And that one's good.
What athleticism. That was an incredibly acrobatic move.
Moutier with the ball. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win,